Hello, my fans of capitalism, and welcome back to another episode of Another Brick in the Mall. We're going to continue to chop and change the mall a bit here in order to get the mall functioning as well as we can while adding new stores, and always keeping in mind that we need Raymart functioning at a high level. So with all of that in mind, let's go ahead and jump back into the game. I have no employees here anymore, so I can unassign this as being an area. It says I had to worry about firing staff, but I know I don't. I'm going to remove all of this. So let's get that taken care of as quickly as we can. Good. Now that that's pretty much done, let's go ahead and assign. And we are going to assign this to be storage. So that way we can increase the size of the storage in this facility and hopefully take care of that problem. And we're having people already coming in to work at the office. Let's go ahead and manage that office. We're going to call it the Research and Development Center, because that's what it is. It's a nice big office. And I'm a nice guy. They had to move and everything. I know it was an inconvenience for them. So let's go ahead and give them plant. They'll have a nice plant here. Alright. We're also going to go ahead and demolish this. Demolish a decent amount of this wall. Build a wall across here. And then go ahead and put a staff door in. That way if we need this area for something, we have it. But if we don't have to worry about it. And we'll also remove that just in case. Alright, so that's all set up there. This store, the in-stock person is going ahead and filling it in fairly well. Actually, I've got two of them right now that are doing that, so it's going to be nice and full. Sprinkles is all set to open in the morning. So we will see how all of this goes. We're going to go ahead and fast forward time a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and watch for the opening of Sprinkles, which should happen at 5. And if not, I want to know what I had done wrong, so I want to make sure that I'm there. The store looks like it is opened. I should be getting staff coming in soon to there. As I said, the next thing we're going to do is build a parking garage here, so that way we can have staff that just immediately is able to get to their work instead of having to walk from all the way over here. Alright. And hopefully by now having this larger storage area, we won't have the problems that we had here before. While we're here, let's go ahead and deal with this maintenance area that we have in Raymart. We don't really need this maintenance area here. We have these people, and realistically, I think we can move them to our other maintenance center and they'd be fine. Particularly the builders we don't need here, and I think putting a little restroom here wouldn't be the end of the world. But, I don't know, we haven't had any complaints that the restroom has been a problem as of late, so for right now I might just leave that as the restroom. I don't need to be spending money or messing things up that are actually working properly. So let's go ahead and just do it the way it's supposed to be. Alright. So we've got our people coming in here. They're going to get goods. Alright, so we've got people coming to go ahead and stock these shelves over at Sprinkles. Hopefully we'll have customers soon enough coming to Sprinkles. They are going to use the staff door over here. That's working perfect. Alright, so we have goods on shelves in Sprinkles. Perfect. And all of that is assigned as Sprinkles. That seems to work out fine. Stock clerks are taking care of that. We'll have to see how busy Sprinkles really gets. Especially once the parking garage is built here, it could be that that becomes a really big thing. Alright, so Threads is pretty much set up. And I had said that I was going to go ahead and try it in Threads. Let's go ahead and try a self-checkout. I'm still not really sold on this idea, but we'll go ahead and try a few self-checkouts and see what they actually do for us. So we'll do 3 self-checkouts over there. So really, as far as checking out, we shouldn't have too much of an issue here at all. Actually, cancel those for a moment, because I just noticed that actually I want to move all of my registers up, because right now this register really can't have much of a line due to the fact of the security thing. So let's go ahead and speed up time slightly. Why is this guy here? And all right, so threads. The store opens at 9. Okay, so big data is done. So we have bus transportation or marketing. We'll do marketing next. All right, so the store opens at 9. That guy's just early. Good for him. He's nice and early getting in. I have no problem with that. Let's get a builder in here. All right, builder went ahead and took care of that. We're going to go ahead and, yes, we're going to sort of almost fire those guys in a way. They didn't do anything wrong, but they'll be back tomorrow. It won't be a huge deal. All right, we're going to build that one there, and we're going to build another one right here. And when we do that, we're also going to go ahead and take this one out. That way, we don't have it blocked by the alarm systems. So we're going to put one there, and one there of the self-checkouts. All right, so let's go ahead and make that happen. Okay, so all of my cashiers decided they didn't want to work today just because their machine got moved. All right then. Well, we do have the self-checkouts, thankfully, so people can check themselves out. Hopefully they won't be stealing. We do have our nice security guard here in case they do decide to steal. But it looks like they're actually using the self-checkouts okay. You know what? If this becomes a thing, I may just eliminate cashiers as a total. In fact, possibly at Raymart, that's a way to take care of the long lines that we have, is just to put in some self-checkouts. Let's go ahead and see if we can do that right now. Let's go ahead and put one here, one here, one here, one here. Let's see if that takes care of some of the problems at Raymart so we don't have any more of this the lines were too long type of issue. And if that is the case, then I might eliminate some checkouts over time and just put in more self-checkouts, and then hopefully we won't have that situation in the future. If that's the case, though, that is going to mean I'm going to have less employees. Now, there is a cost-benefit type of situation here. The maintenance cost for a checkout counter is $1 a day, where the maintenance cost for the self-checkouts is $100 a day. And how much am I paying my employees? Let's see. His salary is $11, which I'm assuming is per hour. So for the 8 hours, he's costing me $88. So it's not like the machine is that much more expensive. Might be worth it to have the machine. Alright, we've got plenty of donuts in our area here. We've got our cashiers in. Business is going well, it seems. So there seems to be no real issues going on there. Alright. And now with the self-checkouts in, it doesn't look like my lines are getting to be too long either. My only question with the self-checkouts here is, are they blocking people from being able to get through? So that if people wanted some of the goods in these areas, is that becoming a problem? And it definitely does seem like we have more issues with theft possibility with the self-checkouts being here. So it's a real trade-off. Uh, that is something I will have to keep in mind. For right now, it doesn't have anything popping up as a red alert for it, so I'm going to leave it for now. But it is something I am slightly concerned about. Personally, I think I'd rather have checkouts for the most part, and I probably won't put too many self-checkouts in. If I can deal with it like this, where I can just have the different checkout counters, it's the way I'm going to probably end up doing it. So we'll see in this store. I'll probably eliminate these self-checkouts starting tomorrow when my employees come back in, and see if I have any problems with that. So, alright, donuts have been depleted in those, but donuts are full in others, and I should have somebody coming to stock these anyways. So I really don't think that's going to be a problem for right now, at least. At least it looks like it's not going to be a problem for right now. We have this mega storage area that's just not even being used, but that's just because of the fact that we don't have as many stores as are going to be using it in the end going on right now. Things are looking good there, no issues going on. Toilets are functioning properly. The alarms are roaring over here, though, it seems like. So, really, I think that it may be an issue of having these self checkouts. You know, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it down to one self checkout. Just have this one here. See how that goes. It should take a slight burden off of my cashiers. And really, the cashiers weren't having too much of a problem overall. And as I said, I think the more that I have stores available, the more that that burden's going to be eliminated anyways. As I said, I just am not a huge fan of the self-checkout idea. Having worked in retail myself, I understand the cost uh, of the self-checkouts versus the benefits. Really, anytime you have self-checkouts like we have here, the game is being very realistic. You're going to have more theft occurring. It's just a reality. And you know what? I just am not for it. So we're going to remove that self-checkout. We're going to have it where we just have normal cashiers. If the people have to wait in lines a little bit, they'll be fine. Once again, we have somebody here that has that problem. Yeah. Tomorrow, these checkout counters will be available. These are going to go away. Was an experiment. I tried it, but I really don't like how it is, so that's a failed experiment as far as I'm concerned. Why are you standing down here not doing anything when I have shelves that need donuts on it? This is not moldy dough now. This is sprinkles. You're supposed to do your job. Alright. Well, hopefully she will go ahead and do her job here shortly. Let's see. Let's check out how research is going. We're doing okay on that. Alright. So, I do want to start building some of my other mega complexes, but I also want to do things in an order that makes sense for the entire facility. And while I want to build this parking lot over here, you know what? I think this particular time, we're going to do what was suggested, and we're going to go ahead and take out a loan. Let's see. It costs us a daily debt of this amount. I'm needing 200,000 basically. So how many days would this be? It's a loan of 10 days, which is fine. So I need it to be right about there. It's going to cost me 18,000 per day, which I make more than that in profit. So I'm not too worried about it. Let's go ahead and take out that loan because I do want to get the money to build the underground parking right here. That way it can be constructed so we'll have more flow coming into the mall. Employees will be closer to where they need to be. It's just worth the cost for me for right now. So let's go ahead and do that. And then the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to go ahead and expand the movie theaters here. So probably what we'll end up doing. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of surgery on these facilities here. Because these parking spaces are going to go away right here. So, remove this parking because I want this building to line up here. We're going to leave that space for right now. This trash space over here is fine. We're going to remove this door. And we're going to expand this foundation out to fill this area. And we're going to actually pause it as we do because I want to connect all of this foundation together. Oh. Right, so I want this to be here. And we're actually going to have this facility cover this area as well. Alright, so for right now we'll do that foundation, and then we're going to have this come up into this area, and we're going to have another parking garage go in here, so that way we have these different entrances. Basically what we're going to have in the end is So we're going to have entrances at each of the corners. We're going to have an entrance in the middle that comes into a cross formation almost here. And that's going to be the same on all the different sides. So let's go ahead and have them working on that. Yes, the lines are getting a little bit longer without those self-checkouts, but I don't have the issue of the self-checkouts. Additionally, let's remove those self-checkouts over here. And really, now that the clothing store is set up, we are going to go ahead and hire more staff for it. We're going to hire a cashier. I want a good cashier because I don't know what my business is going to look like with it. This cashier is going to come in at 1700, and actually we're going to have two at 1700 just to make sure that we cover what we need to. So we're going to hire this guy as a cashier to come in at 1700, and then we're going to extend the hours of the store to go 24 hours. We're going to hire another cashier to work the overnight shift from 1700 to, let's see, this person's decent at these things. This person is too, but they're good at other things, and that's really where I hate losing somebody that could be good for something else. Alright, so this person's going to go from 1 o'clock on. Alright, so we've extended the hours. We should have people coming in at each of the different shifts. We'll have to see how these shifts are as far as do we have a bunch of business overnight where I'm going to need more cashiers at that point, so on and so forth. So right now, Sprinkles looks like it's doing perfectly fine. It's actually not getting as much business as I would hope, but I think that may change in part once we get this parking garage taken care of. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll still have it being this large donut facility. It is going to be the only coffee shop I'm putting in, so I want it to be a good size one that takes care of everything. Same thing will happen later with gut grenades. It's going to go ahead and be moved as well. But probably I'll move gut grenades down here somewhere because I think over on this corner of the mall, much like I have the mega movie theater over here, we're going to have a mega restaurant over here. Oh, and while workers are not busy doing other things, I really should have them connecting this roadway. So let's have them connect it from up here. Oh, we don't have the money for that right now? Okay. Yeah, we don't have the money right now, so I'll have to wait a little bit on that. Realistically, I want to pay off this debt as quickly as I can because it just annoys me to have the debt. As I said, I'm not a fan of doing it, but I did really want to get that parking garage in because I think it's going to change the entire facility. For right now, let's not actually remove this last machine because we do need to have people being able to check out. With that in mind, also, we are going to need to go to the mall security center and we're going to have to hire some more security guards because of the fact that we're now going to have this open 24 hours. And realistically, what we're going to do is we're going to edit patrols. We're going to remove this as a patrol. We want a patrol up here, and we want a patrol down here. So we're going to go in and hire guards. This guard, we're going to have patrol over here. We need another one that's going to be from 9 o'clock. So we're going to have, let's see, security's the bottom thing. All right, so she's good for security. So she'll be at 9 o'clock, and her patrol is going to be up here. And then we're going to hire two more security. She's decent, so her patrol is going to start at 1 o'clock and be right here. Another security. Samantha's quite good. She's going to start at 1 o'clock as well. Her patrol will be right here. Then we're going to hire two more. And we're going to go with Aaron. And he's going to start at 1700. And his patrol will be right here. And then we're going to hire a final one, which is going to be John, who's going to start 1700. And his patrol is going to be right here. Now, at least the way I understand it, once I've set these patrols like this, then the people will go ahead and be at those positions, but when an alarm goes off somewhere, they will go ahead and move to where they need to be. Okay, she was upset, and I don't understand why she's upset, because she could go anytime she wanted and get the things that she needed and use the self-checkout. I do want to see how Threads is. I should be having a cashier coming in fairly soon, I think. He comes in 20 hours, he comes in 19 hours. He comes in 3 hours. So in 3 hours, we'll have a cashier here. So let's go ahead and speed up time to make sure that we're getting the person in when we need them to be. Alright. He's got to walk from where the parking lot is right now, which is what's taking him a while. Alright. He's sort of under this counter here for pants. Really, I just don't like the way that looks, so I'm going to go ahead and eliminate this pants rack right there. But we have him in, and we can also eliminate that self-checkout then, which will make me feel better about the fact that I don't have a self-checkout that just is going to cause people to steal. Alright, so that's still being built. That's going fine. Now that we have a bit more money, we can connect this roadway, hopefully. Alright, so we can go down there, and we can go down to here. Alright, now, Threads had people leaving because we didn't have a cashier or somebody to take care of them. We do now, so hopefully that will take care of that problem. The self-checkout will be gone as well, and it should work out as a good store overall then, I think. Alright, the donut shop is closed during these hours. We have our security guard who's very unsuspiciously on her little ride-on and has her sunglasses on so she doesn't look suspicious in the slightest. Alright, fair enough. We're going to go ahead and build this out to here. And as we do, we're going to go ahead and take out that wall. And we're going to put in... Alright, so the research is done there. We'll go ahead and do marketing too. Then the only thing we have left is bus transport. And then after that, we're not going to fire the employees we had in the research center, but they're going to be moved to other jobs in different stores and such. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put a double door in right here. And then we are going to need more security guards who are going to watch this door as well. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you know when I produce new videos. Thank you for watching, and remember, if you are shopping somewhere other than Raymart, you're probably getting a better deal.